Hey everyone, I am here for your Tuesday morning 9 a.m. podHOT60. My name is Ken. I'll be guiding you through this. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes, so get your mat ready. Make sure your volume's turned up on your computer so you can hear the cues. I'm going to be going through some of the postures today with you. Some of mine not. I'm going to do maybe some modifications on some of them, so it's really kind of up to you. But once again, I say this kind of at the beginning of most of my classes these days. Since we are practicing at home and we're not in a heated, humidified room typically, just go easy. I know for me, my practice just looks a little bit different than it has in the past. So we'll get started here in just a few minutes. We'll get started here in just a minute, about 3 minutes before the hour. So I'm going to try to get started here. Christina, good to see you. Sure. It's always good to have friends join me for class. Funny story, did a workout with my 14-year-old son yesterday that we've been doing workouts for his baseball team, and I've been putting these together. Yesterday we did some medicine ball throws. We did ones where you squat down and then pick it up and then throw it back over your head, and then I did ones that are rotational as well. Wow, my low back is a little sore this morning, so some of those twisting postures might not look quite like they have in the past, and I'm okay with that. So I got a block here in case I need it, and mostly I'm just going to be cueing today and doing less of the practice with you, but I will do some of the practice with you because I enjoy doing the practice, and I also think it's really helpful for people who might just be coming onto this for the first time, for them to understand it. So we'll get started here in just a couple minutes. So if you want to, you can do what I do normally at the beginning of a class, which is I just stand, toes and heels touching, shoulders back, proud posture, gazes forward, chin parallel with earth. Gaze forward and just breathe naturally in and out through the nose. It's a great way to get grounded, get ready for class. I like to kind of spread my toes out on the mat. Big thing is shoulders back. I know with a lot of us working from home and sitting in front of the computer a lot, hunching forward is really easy. It's a lot more difficult to shoulders to come back, stomach sucked in, thighs engaged, gaze forward. This is a really great place to start your practice for the day. Let's see, what time do we have? It's just 9 o'clock now. So give it just a couple more minutes. See if anybody else comes on. You're more than welcome to check in there, put in comments, say hello so I know who's watching, who's going to be practicing today. That's always fun to see who's practicing. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with standing deep breathing. Toes and heels will touch, gaze is forward, chin is lifted. Ground down in the feet, all 10 toes touching the mat. Weight slightly into the heels. Hug calves to bone and thighs to bone. Stomach sucks in. Interlace all 10 fingers. Place them underneath the chin. Pull the elbows together. With an inhale, very slow, elbows start to rise. Elbows come all the way up. Chin pressing into knuckles. Exhale, head comes back. Elbows come forward. And slowly inhale, chin pressing into knuckles, knuckles into chin, elbows come up, and exhale. Head comes back, elbows come forward. Elbows are parallel with the earth. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, nice and slow. Chin pressing into knuckles, knuckles into chin, elbows rise. And then exhale, out the mouth. Should be audible, like you're trying to fog up a mirror in front of you. Inhale through the nose. Kind of a snoring sensation. Exhale, head comes back, elbows forward, firmly planted into the mat, thighs engaged. Inhale, elbows come up, 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 up. Exhale, head comes back. Elbows come forward. Inhale. Head comes down. Chin presses into knuckles, knuckles into chin. Exhale. Head comes back. Elbows come forward. Inhale. Head down, elbows up. Stomach sucks in. Exhale, head comes back. Elbows forward. Inhale. Elbows up, 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 up. Exhale, head back. No backward bending here. Elbows meet in front. And last one, biggest one yet. So big inhale through the nose. Elbows lift, 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 lift. And exhale, head comes back. Elbows come forward. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Standing half moon is next. Interlace all 10 fingers above the head. Release the pointer fingers. Tic-tac the arms back and forth, right and left, right and left, right and left. Back bend might feel good. Forward fold might feel good. Little freestyle movement here. Find your tallest self. So biceps are going to hug to ears. And then fingertips go right, hips go left. So pressing into the mat, all 10 toes. Calves hug to the bone. Thighs hug to the bone. Lift the kneecaps. Elongate through the right side body, elongate through the left side body. So we're lifting through the upper body. Biceps reaching, pressing against the outside of the ears. Palms pressing together. Reaching with the fingertips. Hips pressing left, fingertips reaching right. See if you can find your fullest expression here and then just stay in that shape. Gaze is forward, chin is off of chest. Pull the biceps back, perhaps. Reach just a little further right, hips go left. And then with an inhale, come on up. Exhale. Inhale, find your tallest self. Exhale, fingertips go left. Hips go right. Pressing into the mat with all 10 toes. Calves hug to bone, thighs hug to bone. Kneecaps lift, stomach sucks in. Extending through the right side body, extending through the left side body. Chin is off of chest, biceps frame the ears. Fingertips reach left. Hips press to the right. Find your fullest expression here, and then just stay in that shape. Gaze is forward, chin is off of chest. And with an inhale, come on up to center. Gaze up at the thumbs. Slowly trace your fingertips across the ceiling. Biceps hug the ears, hips pressing forward, fingertips reaching back. First back bend of the day. And then with an inhale, come on up. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Slowly, flat back, go down. Hands will find the earth. Pedal out the feet, right and left, right and left, right and left. Relax the head down. Relax the back of the neck, relax the throat. podHOT60 is next. Tuck hands underneath heels, fingers pointing forward, little pinky fingers are going to touch. Biceps are behind the calf, forearms are behind the calf. Relax the head down. You'll be gazing between the knees. Nose nestles in between the knees. Pull on the heels, hips will lift. Spine extends down towards the earth. Pull on the heels, lift the hips. Pull on the heels, lift the hips. Try to straighten the legs just a little more. Release the hands. Arms out front. Suck the stomach in. Flat back. Come on up. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Second set, half the time. Arms overhead. See if you can interlace your fingers the opposite way that you did the last time. Release the pointer fingers. Gaze forward. Chin off of chest. Fingertips go right, hips go left. Reaching to the right side with the fingertips, pressing the hips to the left. Gaze is forward. Pressing into the mat with both feet. Weight slightly into the heels. Hug muscle to bone in the legs. Reach fingertips to the right just a little further. Hips go left. Gaze forward. Pull the biceps back just a little bit and then sink a little deeper. And release. Come on up. Inhale. Exhale. Fingertips go left, hips go right. Gaze is forward. Chin is off of chest. Hug muscle to bone in the legs. Hips go right, fingertips go left. Gaze is forward. Reach to the left with the fingertips. Press to the right with the hips. Find your fullest expression here. And release. Come on up. Gaze up at the fingertips. Trace the fingertips across the ceiling. Biceps with the ears. Hips pressing forward, fingertips reaching back. Going into a back bend here. And with an inhale, come on up. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Flat back. Go down. We're going to warm up the low back a little bit, so hands to mat, and then just pedal out the feet right and left. Just lift up the heels a little bit, pressing the knees forward, right and left, right and left, right and left. See, U-turn from where we just were. Tuck the hands underneath the heels. Fingers pointed forward. Little pinky fingers will touch. Biceps wrap behind the legs. Forearms wrap behind the legs. Nose nestles in the knees. Pull on the heels with bicep strength. And then press. Knees back, hips will lift. Extend the spine down. Lift the hips. And release. Hands out in front. Arms with ears. Big inhale. Come on up. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. 3-part awkward series is next. Right foot steps out about 6 inches. Arms reach forward, all 5 fingers touching on each hand. Sometimes when I reach forward, my shoulders come out of their socket. I prefer to have them back in the socket, but still energetically reaching forward. And then hips go back, fingers reach forward. Back is flat here. Suck the stomach in. Thighs are parallel with the mat. Pressing the hips back, fingertips reaching forward. Chin is off of chest, gaze is forward. Sink just a little deeper. And with an inhale, come all the way up to the tippy toes. Flexing the ankles forward. Bend the knees, hips come down, no lower than knees. Reaching forward with the fingertips, flexing the ankles forward, and then pressing the hips back. Back is nice and flat, gaze is forward. And with an inhale, come all the way up. Heels release. Knees press together. And then slowly go down. Knees press forward, heels will lift. Nice and slow we go down, like your back is sliding down an imaginary wall behind you. Hips hover just above the heels. Knees pointing down towards the earth. Gaze is forward. And then slowly, count of 10, come out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot meets left. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Eagle, Garudasana. Arms overhead. Right arm under left. Pull the elbows down. Sit deeply into the chair. Right leg wraps over left. As we do that, our right hip comes around, so we want to pull the right hip back. Pull the elbows down, pull the shoulders back. Gaze is forward. Back is as flat as we can possibly make it here. Sink a little deeper. And release, come on up. Arms overhead. Left arm under right. Pull the elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair. Left leg wraps over right. And then pull the left hip back. Ankles, knees, elbows all in one line. Pull the elbows down, pull the shoulders back. Gaze is forward, chin is off of chest. And release, come on up. Arms overhead, second set. Right arm under left. Pull elbows down. Sit deeply into the chair, gaze is forward. Right leg over left. Then pull the right hip back. Elbows pull down, compressing all the major joints here. Hips go back, back is flat. Elbows come down, shoulders back. And release, come on up. Arms overhead, left arm under right. Pull elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair, left leg over right leg. Gaze is forward. Left hip comes back. Pull the elbows down, pull the shoulders back. And with an inhale, come on up. Arms overhead, arms by your side. Find Tadasana, find your stillness. Find your breath. Grab a drink of water. That is our warm-up. Mark Altieri, it's good to see you, buddy. All right. Balancing series is next. I'm going to do some modifications here. Like I said, those med ball throws. Got a little low back today. So this is great. The modifications that I'm going to give you are a great place to start. We don't work a lot on balancing as we get older, but it is key. It's actually been shown doing those fine motor skills to help stave off Alzheimer's, dementia, those sorts of things. So let's do some of that. Balance on the left leg. So left leg is straight and strong, right leg lifts to 90 degrees. This is a great place to stay. The name of this posture is standing forehead to knee. So if left leg is completely straight and right leg is at 90 degrees, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the right foot. If the left leg is completely straight, still, then kick the heel of the right foot forward. Heel comes forward, toes come back. Gaze is just above the toes. With bicep strength, pull on the sole of the foot. Elbows come below the calf. This is going to be our fullest expression here for our first set. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg. Left leg lifts. Left thigh parallel with the earth. Gaze is forward, shoulders back. This is a great place to stay. Right leg should be completely straight and strong, unbroken. Left thigh parallel with the earth. If you want to move forward, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the left foot. Interlace all 10 fingers. If right leg is completely straight still, extend the left leg forward, heel forward, toes back. Pull on the sole of the foot with all 10 fingers. Elbows come below the calf. Bicep strength. This is the fullest expression of this posture. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Sometimes a supported back bend feels good here. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Press the hips forward. Just a slight gaze back. Elbows energetically come together. And find Tadasana. Find mountain pose. Mountains are unmovable. That's what we are in mountain pose. Unmovable. Left leg grounds down. We're going to come into the second set here, fullest expression. Right thigh lifts 90 degrees. Gaze is forward. Round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the right foot, all 10 fingers interlaced. Kick the right leg forward, heel forward, toes come back. With bicep strength, pull on the sole of the right foot with all 10 fingers. Elbows come below the calf. Chin finds chest. Forehead rounds forward and touches knee. This is the fullest expression of this posture. And release. Right leg finds the earth. Great job, everyone. Right leg grounds down, left leg lifts 90 degrees. Gaze is forward, shoulders back, chin off of chest. If right leg is completely straight, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the left foot, all 10 fingers interlaced. Kick the left leg forward, heel forward, toes back. With bicep strength, pull on the sole of the left foot. Elbows come below the calf. Chin finds the chest. Forehead rounds to the knee. Knee and forehead pressing into one another. This is the fullest expression of this posture. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Press the hips forward, head goes back. Just a slight supported back bend here. Standing bow pulling is next. The grip on this is very important. So right elbow to right hip crease, palm facing the sky. Right hand comes out to the side, and then imagine you've got money in your palm and you don't want to drop it. You just drop the hand down, grab the ankle from the inside, so there's no twisting of the shoulder or anything. Left leg is completely straight. Left arm lifts. This is a great place to stay. Kicking the right foot into the right hand. Left arm reaching skyward. If you want to move forward, kick and reach, kick and reach. Abdomen is parallel with the earth. Gaze is forward. Chin can energetically move towards the left shoulder. All 5 fingers touching on the left hand. Left leg is completely straight. Right leg is kicking into right hand. And at the same time, I'm pulling on the right leg with the right hand. Gazing just over the fingertips on the left arm. Kick and reach, kick and reach, kick and reach. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Left elbow to left hip crease, palm facing the sky. Drop the hand down, grab the ankle from the inside. Lift the right arm. This is a great place to stay. Kick the left foot into the left hand. Reach forward with the right fingertips. Slowly hinge at the waist. Gazing over the right fingertips. Kicking back with the left foot into the left hand. At the same time, I'm pulling on the left foot with the left hand. Chin energetically moves towards the right shoulder. Heart spirals skyward. Gazes forward. Kick and reach, kick and reach. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Find your stillness. Find Tadasana. Find your breath. Second set is half the time. Right elbow to right hip crease, palm facing the sky. Drop the hand down, grab the ankle from the inside. Left arm lifts. Kick and reach. Abdomen is parallel with the earth. Kick and reach, Heart spirals skyward. 2 shoulders in one line. Kick and reach, kick and reach, kick and reach, and release. Right foot finds the earth. Left elbow to left hip crease, palm facing the sky. Drop the hand down, grab the ankle from the inside. Right arm lifts. Kick and reach. Kick and reach, kick and reach. Reaching forward with all 5 fingers. Kicking back with the left leg. Kicking and reaching. Kicking and reaching, kicking and reaching. Kicking and reaching. Abdomen parallel with the earth. And release. Left leg down. Find your breath. Find your stillness. Come to the back of the mat. Tula Dandasana is next, balancing stick. Big toes touch, heels touch, arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers, release the pointer fingers. Step forward on the left foot, right toes hover. Hinge at the waist, lift the right foot. We're here for just 10 seconds. Right foot reaches back, fingers reach forward, and release. Step forward on the right foot, left toes hover. Hinge at the waist, reach forward with the fingertips, reach back with the toes. Back is flat. Reach and stretch, and release. Come to the back of the mat. Big toes and heels touch. Second set. Arms overhead, interlace your fingers, maybe the opposite way you did the last time. Biceps frame the ears. Left foot steps forward. Right toes hover. Hinge at the waist. You're here for just 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward on the right foot, left toes hover. Hinge at the waist. You're here for just 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot finds the earth. Arms by your side. Find your stillness, find that breath. Come to the back of the mat. Big toes touch. Wide leg forward fold is next. Big step out to the right, arms come to a T. Feet should be parallel with the mat or slightly toes slightly pigeon-toed in. So toes can be pointed slightly in. You just don't want them out. That's a really awkward way for your hips to be moving. So we're going to suck the stomach in. Chin is forward, chest is forward. Slowly hinge at the waist. And we go down. Hands will find the mat. And then grab for the outside of the feet. Hug calves to bone. Hug thighs to bone. Lift the kneecaps up. Head can come down towards the mat. Pulling on the outside of the feet, ankles, calves, whatever's accessible to you. We straighten the legs, lift the kneecaps. Forehead comes down towards the mat. We come slightly into the toes. Engage in all of the leg muscles here. And release. Arms to a T, slowly come up with abdomen strength. Right leg meets left, back of mat, arms by your side. Find Tadasana, find that stillness. Take a breath. Big step out to the right. Arms to a T. Chin forward, chest forward. Slowly we go down. Suck the stomach in. Hips are lifting. Chin is forward, chest is forward. Hands can slide down the calves to the outside of the feet, ankles, big toes, whatever's accessible to you. Suck the stomach in, lift the hips. Forehead finds the mat. Weight slightly into the toes. I'm using bicep strength, pulling on the outside of the feet. Hips are lifting, spine elongating towards the earth. Arms to a T. Big inhale. Slowly come up with abdomen strength. Right foot meets left, back of mat, arms by your side. Find your stillness. Some say the stillness in between the postures is the yoga. Big step out to the right, hot triangle is next. So bigger step than the last, arms to a T, right toes pivot. Bend deeply in the right knee. This is warrior two posture. Rotate the palms towards the side. And then reach. Tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. Left hip tucks forward. Left glute is engaged. Right fingertips reaching towards between the big and second toe. Bend deeply in the right knee. Left hip sinks down. Chest spirals towards the sky. Arms reaching apart. And with an inhale, come on up, arms to a T. Right toes in, left toes out. Bend deeply in the left knee. Left thigh parallel with the earth. Palms rotate. Tick-tock the arms. 6 and 12. Reaching skyward with the right fingertips. Reaching towards the earth with the left. Right glute is engaged. Left thigh parallel with the earth. Reaching the arms apart. Heart spirals towards the sky. And with an inhale, come on up. Left toes in. Right foot meets left, arms overhead, arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Second set, half the time. Big step out to the right, arms overhead, arms to a T. Right foot rotates towards the front of the mat. Palms rotate. Find 6 and 12. Tick-tocking the arms. Right thigh parallel with the earth. Left fingertips reaching towards the sky. Right fingertips reaching towards the earth. Left shoulder comes back. Chin meeting the shoulder. Gazing up at the left fingertips. Sink the left hip down just a little more. Find depth. And with an inhale, come on up. Right toes in. Left toes out. Bend deeply in the left knee. Palms rotate. Tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. Right fingertips reaching towards the sky. Left fingertips reaching towards the earth. Sink the right hip down. Heart reaches towards the sky. Opens. Stretch the arms apart, 6 and 12. And with an inhale, come on up. Left toes in. Right foot meets left, arms overhead, arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Separate leg stretching is next. Rotate towards the front of the mat. Arms overhead, just cross the thumbs. Step forward on the left foot, about 2 to 3 feet. Right toes point to the right corner of the mat. And then dive down over the left knee. Hands will find the mat. Forehead and knee meet. Knee presses into forehead, forehead into knee. Suck the stomach in. Right leg should be straight. And try to straighten the left leg by pressing forehead into the knee. With an inhale, come on up. Left foot meets right. Step forward on the right foot. Left toes point towards the left corner of the mat. Dive down over the right knee. Forehead and knee will meet. Hands will find the mat. Press knee into forehead, forehead into knee, left leg completely straight. Right leg starts to straighten. Pressing knee into forehead. And with an inhale, come on up. Right foot meets left, back of mat, arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Tree and toe stand, our final standing posture. Ground down in the left leg. Right leg lifts. Right sole of foot is facing the sky. Nestles in the left hip crease. Right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center if you can. Gaze is forward, shoulders back. If you want to move forward into toe stand, gaze just in front of the mat, hinge at the waist. Hands will come down, knee will bend, heel will lift. Hands come to either side of the body. Right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Hip pops up off the heel and balance. And reverse. Come on out. Meet us in tree. One final breath in tree here. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down on the right leg. Left leg lifts. Left sole of foot faces the sky. Left hand to heart center. Right hand to heart center. Toe stand is next. Gaze forward. Hinge at the waist. Hands will come down. Hands walk back towards the body. Hands on either side. Right hand to heart center. Left hand to heart center. Pop up off the heel. Gaze is forward. And then reverse out. Meet us in tree. And one final breath here. Release. Left foot finds the earth. Savasana is next. Lie down on your back. Head towards the front, feet towards the back. Relax completely into the mat. You'll have 2 full minutes here. Gazing up at the ceiling, eyes open. Relax on the back. Feet slightly, so heels will touch and then toes will separate. Relax the ankles, relax the toes. Relax the calves. Relax the knees. Relax the thighs. Relax the low back. Melt into the mat. Relax your lower back, middle back, and upper back. Relax your shoulders into the mat. Relax all 10 fingers, forearms, elbows. Let the biceps melt into the mat.
Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Finally drop the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And relax completely. I will call you out of Savasana. Wind removing is next. Lift the right leg, bend at the knee. Grab just below the knee on the shin with all 10 fingers and pull the knee in towards the armpit. Slight pinch in the right hip. Pull the knee in towards the armpit, avoiding the rib cage. Back is flat on the mat, shoulders on the mat. Pull the knee in just a little deeper. We're massaging the ascending colon here, aiding in digestion. And release. Right leg comes down, left leg lifts. Bend at the knee. Grab just below the knee on the shin. Pull the knee in towards the armpit, avoiding the rib cage. Massaging the descending colon here. Back of shoulders on the mat. Back is on the mat. Pull the knee in just a little deeper. Aiding in digestion and release. Lift both legs. Grab opposite elbows just below the knee. So knees will hug in towards the chest. Massaging the transverse colon here. Knees and chest meet if we can. Back of head is on the mat. And then drop the tailbone down towards the mat. Pull the knees in towards the chest. And release. Find Savasana. Find your stillness. Arms overhead. Big inhale. Double exhale. Yogi sit up. 1 minute plank is next. Forearms form the number 11. Toes press into the mat. Gaze is forward. Back is flat. Core muscles are engaged. Pressing into the heels, we feel a stretch in the Achilles. Calves are hugging to bone. Thighs hugging to bone. Glutes are fairly relaxed here. Abs are engaged. Puff out through the upper back. Thumbs pressing into the mat. Pointer fingers, middle finger, pinky finger, ring finger, all pressing into the mat. Gaze is forward. Chin is off chest. Press forearms into the mat. Just breathe. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. Hips come down. You can find seal, sphinx, or just rest your head on stacked hands. Bhujangasana. Cobra pose is next. Big toes touch, heels touch, fingers pointed forward underneath shoulders, elbows energetically press back towards the hips. As you press big toes into the mat, kneecaps will lift off mat and then slowly start to lift the chest, lift the head, gaze up towards the ceiling, elbows press back towards hips, look up, go up, and release. Left ear to the mat, look right. Reverse. Savasana. Purnasalambasana is next. It's half locust pose. Hands come underneath the hips. Palms facing the mat. Little pinky fingers touch. Left leg is completely relaxed. Right leg is straight and strong. Lift the right leg. Right leg comes to 45 degrees. Pressing into the mat with all 10 fingers. Weight comes forward into the shoulders. And release. Right leg comes down. Relax the right leg completely. Left leg lifts. Press into the mat with all 10 fingers. Weight comes forward into the shoulders. Lift the left leg just a little higher. And release. Hands come a little bit closer together. Mouth finds the mat. Big toes touch, heels touch, lift both legs. Both legs lift, press into the mat with all 10 fingers. Weight comes forward into the shoulders. And release. Right ear to the mat. Look left. Full locust is next. Arms out to a T. Front of shoulders find the mat. Big toes touch. Heels touch. Lift the upper body, lift the lower body. Fingers are reaching out and back. Toes reaching back and up. Look up, go up. Go just a little higher. Balancing on the soft part of the belly. And release. Left ear to the mat, look right. Floor bow is next. Kick the right foot up, grab the ankle from the outside. Kick the left foot up, grab the ankle from the outside. Knees are about hip width apart. Kick the feet into the hands and lift the chest. Chin lifts, gaze lifts, heart lifts, chest lifts, feet lift. Lift up, go up, and release. Right ear to the mat, look left, and release. Find your stillness. Find your breath. Come up to all fours. Fixed firm is next. Knees touch if you can. Otherwise, separate the knees slightly. Hips come between the heels. Right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. This is a great place to stay. Chest is lifting, hips pressing forward. If that feels okay on the knees, right elbow down, left elbow down. This is also a great place to stay. Pressing the hips forward, pressing the chest skyward. If this feels okay on the knees, then recline all the way back. Back of head finds the mat. Right hand overhead, left hand overhead. Chest lifts, forming a natural human bridge here. And with an inhale, come on up. Right elbow down, left elbow down, left hand down, right hand down. Head comes up last. Find tabletop again. Stretch the right leg back. Stretch the left leg back. And find the back of the mat for half tortoise. Hips sit on the heels. Arms lift overhead, cross the thumbs. Chin is off of chest. Slowly go down, hinge at the waist. Hips stay on heels if they can. Little pinky fingers touch the mat. Forehead touches the mat. Hips press back towards the heels. Fingertips reach forward. Hips pressing back. Chin is off of chest. Gazing straight into the mat. Pressing into the mat with the third eye. And with an inhale, come on up. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Be hard to find Tadasana if we're not standing, but you know what I meant. Find your stillness. Knees about hip width apart. We're going to do camel next. So if you're not sure what hip width are, 2 fists usually fit in between the knees. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Pull the elbows together energetically, pressing hips forward. Gaze up at the ceiling and then slowly start to look back. Back bend here. Hips pressing forward, gaze is back. Look back. And with an inhale, come on up using abdomen strength. Sit back on the heels. Come to the back of the mat. For rabbit, Sasangasana. If you haven't done this practice before, arms out to a T, thumbs facing the sky. And then hands just come down. Thumbs on the outside of the feet, fingers on the inside. Chin finds the chest. We slowly round forward. Forehead and knees will meet. Hips lift off of heels. Pulling on the heels with bicep strength. Not a lot of weight in the top of the head. Gazing at the belly button. Lift the hips, pull on the heels. Lift the hips, pull on the heels. And then slowly roll up. Roll to the left hip. Right leg comes out. Cornerwise, left foot comes into the inner thigh. Arms overhead. Rotate over the right knee. Grab for the sole of the right foot. Forehead and knee will meet. This is a compression posture. So no matter how much your knee needs to bend for your forehead and knee to meet, that's what we want. Then slowly start to straighten the right leg. Left foot pressing firmly into the right thigh. And with an inhale, come on up. With core strength, switch out the legs. Dive down over the left knee. Forehead and knee will meet. Grab the sole of the left foot. Pressing forehead into knee, knee into forehead. Sole of foot pressing into the inner thigh. And with an inhale, come on up. Arms overhead. Lie back. Be careful of what's behind you. Lie all the way back. Arms overhead. Big inhale. Double exhale. Yogi sit up. This is different from the last one because we're not compressing here. Peace fingers are going to grab big toes. Shoulders roll back. Hips walk back, right and left, right and left, right and left. And then with bicep strength, we pull on the big toes as we press on the peace fingers with our big toes. Shoulders roll back, gaze is forward. You'll feel this in the low back specifically. And then slowly, thighs touch the abdomen and release. Half Lord of the Fishes is next. Left leg comes underneath. Left foot touches right hip. Right leg comes over top. Toes pointing forward. Right arm kickstands behind. Left arm lifts. And twist. As you inhale, think about lengthening. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. And release. Right foot finds left hip. Left foot comes over top. Left toes pointing forward. Left hand comes behind and kickstands. Right arm lifts high. And we twist. Chin is off of chest. Gaze is out of the corner of the left eye. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And release. Counter twist if you like, if that feels good to you. Kapalabhati breath. It's our final breathing. It's how we close out this practice. Breath of fire. Palms find our thighs. Sit on the heels. Shoulders back. Gaze is forward. Chin is off of chest. We're just exhaling here. Inhales will take care of themselves. Here's the tempo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Second set is just a little bit faster. Here we go. Great job, everyone, today. Just showing up on your mat is the key to any practice. It's that practice. It's getting out and doing it no matter what it looks like or feels like that day. And so, from my heart to yours, namaste. If you enjoy this practice, please share it with your friends, family. A little yoga goes a long way. Thank you.